Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, everyone. We're back for another edition of Spread Those Cheeks for the Tea. This time, we have one of the OGs of reality TV from VH1, Flavor Love, and a whole lot of other shows. I'm gonna let her come tell y'all about herself. So, without further ado, let's bring most famous SAAPHRYI to the chat.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
So, for
How you
those who
been?
may be new, tell us your name, where we might know you from, and just a little quick few things about you.
Okay. My name is SAAPHRYI. You probably remember me from Flavor of Love season 2, or either Charm School or I Love Money, even Botched. I don't know. Probably one of those four for sure.
Okay. Yes. So let's jump right on into it. We all seen you on Flavor of Love beating a girl with flowers. So can you tell us first of all what made you want to go on Flavor of Love? Were you really in love with Flavor Flav, or was it just for TV purposes?
Well, what made me want to go on Flavor of Love was I had seen this casting on Craigslist. It was
Hmm.
like, do you want to date a rapper? I was like, yeah, I'll date a rapper, like just
Okay.
dating like, I'm like, yeah, I do that. So I decided to go on there. But the crazy part a lot of people don't know is I had did the pilot for Flavor
Mm.
of Love, right? So that
Hmm.
when I seen the original casting, that was for the pilot. So I had did the pilot and then went back to season 2.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So when season 2 came around, because it was like after I did the pilot, which is a long story, it was like they went and picked the same girls from the pilot on to season 2. Like I don't know if they had a
Mm.
character chart or what it was, but they had like the same type girls. So anyway, when season 2 got ready to cast, my homegirl was like, "You want to go in here? Let's go audition together. We gonna say we sisters." I was like, "All right." When it came time to go to the audition, she was like, "Nah, I'm not doing that. I'm a real actress. I can't do reality TV." I was like, "Bitch, all right, I'm going anyway." Right.
Okay.
So I went ahead and went, and it was crazy because the casting guy, he was like, "I love you. I'm gonna go get the EP right now, the executive producer, because I love you. I think you should definitely be on the show." I was like, "All right, cool." So he goes, he gets Matt Odgers. Matt Odgers come hobbling down the hallway because he was on crutches at the time. He's like,
Mhm.
"SAAPHRYI, you don't think we remember you from the pilot?" And like, "You don't think we remember you from the pilot?" I was like, "Well, do it matter?" Because I'm thinking to myself, like, do it matter that I did the pilot, right? But to them, I guess it did matter that I did the pilot, right? But he was like, because they love my ass, he was like, "You know what? We're going to let you still come on the show,
Mhm.
even though you did the pilot." He said, "People still going around from the pilot reciting lines that I said on the pilot. So he's
Right.
like, he's like, "We're going to let you go ahead and go on the show." So that's how I ended up doing Flavor of Love season 2.
Okay. So once we saw you on there, you got right on into it and beat somebody's ass. Was that a real situation, or was it kind of egged on for cameras?
Man, let me tell you. Let me tell you the situation. The crazy part about the whole situation, like I said, because I was on the pilot, they didn't really want me to do the season 2, but because they liked me, they said, "We're gonna let you do it." So I was
Mhm.
supposed to be on there being like a spy to find out who the good girls was and who the bad girls was, right? So,
Right.
needless to say, I wasn't even supposed to stay the night. Right? I wasn't supposed to stay the night. So when we ran in there to go get our beds and stuff, right, I gotta act like I'm staying, so
Right.
this is my bed. Even though I'm thinking to myself, like, I probably won't be here, but fuck it. But then the girl just got real aggressive and wanted to, have altercations because she was mad because what had happened was at the beginning when Flav give everybody flowers, he forgot to give me flowers because he probably was like, "This bitch not staying," right?
Right.
I was like, "Flav, you didn't give me a flower." So he gave me a whole bouquet of flowers. So that made the girls feel a little salty and thought that maybe he was gonna pay me more attention. So I think that's
Mhm.
why the girl got so aggressive, like over the bed. You know what I'm saying? So it ended up being no, that was a real situation because it was just like, I can't believe this bitch really just smacked me with a flower. So I kind of forgot the cameras was there. Yeah.
So that situation led to a very iconic statement from you, which actually is the title of your new book. I want to kind of jump gears ahead in your life a little
Okay.
bit and tell us what inspired you to write the book and what inspired you to make that the title.
Okay, what inspired me to write the book was, first of all, let me tell you the title. The title is "Don't Interrupt My Prayers Before God Directs Me to Whoop Your Ass: A Spiritual Journey," and it's
Period.
basically the reason why I wrote the book is because it's like inspirational. It's little inspirational moments in my life, not even little, some big. You know that I wanted to share with other people to show them that like sometimes shit be, I mean, stuff be looking like real crazy, but it really be for your good. It really
Mhm.
will be for your good, and I named it that because on this it happened, you know what I'm saying? I was like a fugitive technically. You know what I'm saying? So it was like for me to fight, I was praying. I was dead serious because I was like, oh my God, I was like, if they bring the police, my ass out of here. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's a wrap
Right.
for me. You know what I'm saying? So it was like to me, the title of the book just matched that situation. Was like, it looks like it's the worst, but it's gonna turn out to be the best. Because in my
Mhm.
mind, I'm like, these people are gonna never want to work with me. If they call the police, my ass going to prison. I was like, it was a lot going on in my head that nobody else knew about. So that prayer
Right.
was between me and God. So God was like, I got you, don't trip. You gonna be all right for right now. So
Mhm.
that's what definitely inspired me to name the book God directed me to whoop your ass. That's what inspired me.
Okay. And for anyone who wants to purchase the book, where can we find it?
You frozen?
No. Can you hear me? Hello?
You was frozen for a minute.
No, I could hear you, but you like went in and out.
Oh, okay, so it was me. Okay.
Yeah, but I can hear you now. I said, well, for anyone who wants to purchase the book, where can we find it?
You could get the book on SAAPHRYI.net, or you can go on Amazon too and also purchase the book.
Okay, yes. So, picking up on when you said you thought people didn't want to work with you and things like that, you were actually casted for Charm School after you were done with Flavor Love 2. What was it like working with VH1 again, and what was it like working with Monique?
Um, the whole reason why they even made charm school because people kept harassing them saying that all of us were so bad. We were these ratchet girls and we were so bad. So it was like, fuck it, let's do charm school. So when I got cast in charm school, what happened was I had did the reunion, right? I had did the reunion,
Mhm.
and at the reunion they were like, okay, if you don't fight nobody, we got another show for you. I was like, okay, there's like, we're gonna put you on the stage with this girl, just keep your calm. I was like, I got this. I was like, I
Mhm.
got this. I was like, I done been in anger management, I got this. So I went on there and then ended up keeping my cool so that we ended up doing charm school. What it was like working with Monique, it was cool with me. It was cool. I mean, Monique was cool. She was the host. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
basically, it's like they paid her to host the show. So it wasn't up to Monique. Those producer interventions, I'm gonna call them. It's not
Mhm.
right. It wasn't up to Monique. You get what I'm saying? So Monique was
Right.
just, the host. And like I said, Monique was cool. I'm cool with her. I love her. I love her.
Okay. Do you
Yeah.
still keep in contact with her today?
I have not spoken to Monique in a long ass time. A long ass
Oh.
time. The last time I spoke to her was probably maybe in 2011.
Oh
Maybe
wow. Okay.
2011. Yeah.
Okay. So, with Charm School, of course, you were the winner. Congratulations on that. You had a very amazing journey throughout the show. What would you say was your most favorite challenge, and what would you say is the reason why?
Ooh. I think my most favorite challenge would have to be I don't know. I think it's two of them. I would say it's two of them.
Okay.
The first one when they had us in the wilderness.
I remember that one.
These fools had us. Y'all don't know. They had us in zero. It felt like 0 degree weather. We had to sleep out there that night, and we were freezing. Only to wake up early in the morning to still be freezing. So by the time we started running around, we was happy to be running around because we were so cold. We were just trying to warm up. So
Right.
I think that was one of my favorites, only because it showed the tenacity of the girls and like the things you can really go through when they say it's money at the end of the rainbow. Because I swear, if it wasn't no money at the end of the rainbow, I would have been creeping off in the middle of the night trying to get back home.
Okay, me
Right?
too.
And the second one I would have to say was the fashion show. I
Mm.
thought that was crazy. I thought that was
Nice.
crazy. That was crazy. The girl that said, I'm a model, and didn't model, I was like, oh my God. I was like, this was like, that was one of the funniest things to me ever. So yeah, I think those were my two favorites.
Speaking of that, did Crystal go around the house saying she was a model, or did they like use the same clip over and over to make it seem that way?
Nah, she did. She did.
Oh wow.
She did. And she didn't do it just in season one of Flavor of Love. She did it also on Charm School. I'm a model. I'm a model. I'm a model. I'm a model. I can't do this because I'm a model. I'm a model. I'm a model. I'm a model. I really am a model. Bitch, model. Like model. Yeah, you a model. So yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of modeling, how do you feel about the outfit they had Dara in, and would you wear it?
You know you wrong for asking that. Basically, they and put some feathers or hair. I forgot a curtain with hair because to me I thought it was an insult. I dead ass thought it was an insult because I think they did it for two reasons. The curtain because she was a big girl and they act like there was no more other material that you could put a plus size woman in, which is crazy. Especially if you're in a modeling industry, you should know that doesn't even make sense. Exactly. And then second of all, it was like they wanted sympathy points because at the time Monique was a big girl. So they figured we picked the big girl, then the big girl gonna like the big girl. It was a whole farce. But I was like, let them keep farcing themselves out because we gonna win this shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
And y'all did the outfit Laylene had on was too cute.
Wasn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Laylee was the stripper. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but she worked that shit. She worked it. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Laylene, do you still talk to her today?
Oh my God, I have not spoken to Layleen in years. Years. I think she hit me one time on like IG like 5 or 6 years ago, and that was it. That's the last time I spoke to her.
Okay, yeah, because I haven't seen her on social media. A lot of the girls had kind of went their own ways in life, so
Right.
typical. But another question on Laylene, you two did kind of make it to the end. How do you feel about the journey she made from Flavor of Love and throughout Charm School?
I think her journey was amazing. I like Layleen. You know what I'm saying? She's a good mother.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I
She
like it.
definitely lets you know that.
You know that's right. You know what I'm saying? And I met her kids, so yeah, she was a good mother. At least back then. You know what I'm saying? So I like Layleen. I think it was an amazing journey for her, and she did get money. She got money too, so I think
Yeah,
it was
she got
great.
10K.
Yeah, I think it was messed up. This is what I'm gonna say. I think it was messed up that we only got 50,000, and the next season got 100.
For the Rock of Love girls, yeah.
Yeah, I say that was like bias at its all time high.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they gave the white girls 100, they gave us 50, but we had to start this shit off and get it rolling. I thought it was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's always the black people being the gate openers. So.
yeah, exactly,
At
exactly.
least she was the first winner.
I don't know who was the other winners.
I don't know. I didn't really watch that one. It didn't really I just felt like that one was kind of fakish because those girls didn't really seem like they wanted to change. They just wanted to see how far they can get. Versus where actually the girls on the Flavor of Love Charm School, y'all actually were actually trying, even though you had a few girls who would still put little stunts here and there. The majority of the girls, to me, like y'all actually wanted to change and was putting forth an effort.
That's true. I think so too. I think so too because I've never watched the other ones.
You ain't missing too much. Speaking of another thing on Charm School, you guys got to meet with New York. I want to ask you one thing about Flavor Love. At the reunion, I remember seeing you throw shoes at New York. Where did that come from for you? Because You didn't get to meet her during the regular filming, did you?
I didn't throw that shoe. That was Becky.
I thought I saw after she threw. I thought I saw you go like.
I
And
did
threw
something
it.
like that, but I didn't throw these shoes. That was Becky. You could
Oh.
see her like throwing the shoe, and the shoe comes across and misses Lala in New York by millimeters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I will say I was boosting her up to go fight because I did want to see the fight. I go in front. I was like hyping up, like
Okay.
run up there, like go up there, yeah. And then I did some walking around because I wanted to see who was gonna fight. But did I want to fight her? No. I never met her.
Right.
At that point, I had never met her.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So when you finally got to kind of sort of meet her on Charm School, was she what everyone said she was up to be, or do you think she was kind of playing a watered down character because you guys were kind of in close vicinities?
No, I think that she was listening to production because I seen a little thing in her ear and I could actually hear them talking.
Oh.
So actually, what she was saying was what the producers were actually putting in her ear to say. So that wasn't her
Mm.
words. So
Okay.
it was like when we were in it, and I think they did that to her a lot with Flavor of Love season 2. Even though, like I said, I wasn't on there, but I know
Mm-hmm.
that like when we did Flavor of Love season 3, when me and Becky had to go back there, they put like a little mic, I mean, like a little thing in your ear so that they could
Mm-hmm.
have you ask questions to the girls that they want answered. So
True.
when we were sitting there doing the interview, she had a little thing in her ear. So it was like almost like I could hear them. So I was like, these motherfuckers. So by the time they was asking her the question, I already had my answer planned. Because I was like, oh, this is what they want to ask you if they watch
Okay.
this. Yeah. So yeah, it wasn't really her; it was them asking the questions, and they knew like certain stuff that would get underneath certain girls' skin. But because we had no prior contacts, there was really nothing that she could really say that could get under my skin.
True. Okay.
But I've
I
met her
feel you.
afterwards. I met her afterwards. We've hung out a couple of times, so I like New York.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's good to know that she kind of is cool in real life.
yeah, she is. That's like I will say this. I will say that person, New York, on the shows are a caricature of Tiffany Pollard.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know. Something else that's good to know, and that we keep saying, is that you were the winner of Charm School. So one of the things you did with your prize money is you started your lip chat line. How has that been going for you?
Lip Tap is wonderful. And it's like Lip Tap has been around now for what? Woo, 10 years? But I did like a relaunch in 2020. And it's
Hmm.
been amazing. It's been
Yes,
amazing.
I got mine. It's somewhere around here. I bought the whole collection. It's somewhere in here. But I bought the whole collection.
You like it?
Yes, I like it. It feels good on your lips. It keeps your lip moist. Unlike Carmex, like you can put Carmex on and then it'll dry your lips out. The lip chap won't. And if you accidentally taste it, it tastes good too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like it keeps your lips smooth. It doesn't gloss them. It just, keeps them hydrated. And it
Yes.
got a little flavor to them.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Period. What were some of the other things and businesses you started with your prize money?
I had bought a condo at that time with that prize money. I started the lip chat with the prize money because at that time I was, like I said, I was on the run. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
it was like really being like an immigrant because you can't really use your ID. You can't use, your information to get an apartment. I had to buy the condo in somebody else's name. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like I was
Right.
like in an espionage movie, you know? So yeah, but as we know, that all came to an end after doing I Love Money. But
Yeah.
it was good to have that much money, and the good part about it is that they paid for my taxes, so I got the whole 50,000. Opposed to at least when they gave the girls 100, they made them pay for taxes, so they ended up with about 50. So
Okay.
I guess it really broke down to be the same.
Right.
Uh,
Right. So as you said, next show you were on was I Love Money, season 2. How did you get to be on there? And um Yeah, basically, how did you get to be casted on that show?
How I got to be cast on I Love Money was the producers asked me to do the show. Right, I had already did like the Flavor of Love 3, the casting specials for Flavor of Love 3, where I had to travel all around the country and go find girls for Flav. I had did
Mm-hmm.
that. I had did the behind the scenes for I Love Money 2. I mean 1. I had did some videos for that. So they said, okay, we want you to do I Love Money 3. So I was like, okay, where is it? They was like in Mexico. I instantly got scared. I was like, I don't want to go to Mexico.
Right.
Need a passport. I'm like, this is gonna be a problem. But they talked me into it, and my ass went ahead and went to Mexico because that $250,000 was just too good to just for me to just let it go anyway. I was like, I could use that. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I was like, let me go ahead and go. And so I went, and that's how I ended up on I Love Money.
Okay. Yes. So, you were one of the
Am
first
I stuck again?
captains. Can you hear me?
Was I stuck
Hello.
again? That was me.
Yeah, I can hear you. It's just the camera like funny.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
yeah, so you were one of the first captains on I Love Money. What was your strategy going into trying to just navigate throughout the whole show?
Man, my strategy, I didn't have no strategy. I didn't have no strategy to keep it a buck. I had none because on season 1, I didn't even watch that show. I tried to watch it; it was boring to me. I didn't even watch it. So I was like, strategy. I was like, I'm just gonna go in here and try to win.
Hmm.
However, I do it. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't have a strategy. Like, I'm not a good plotter. That's probably why I'm not on Big Brother. Because I'll be plotting. I just go in and figure out the angles once I get in there. And
Right.
so I was supposed to actually do Big Brother in the UK, but they said because I had a criminal record, I couldn't do it.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Bogus.
yeah,
Um
yeah.
so on the first episode of I Love Money, you and Becky were trying to convince Laylene you and Becky were trying to convince Laylene to quit because if you quit, then another person has to get put in the box. Can you kind of tell us about what happened that night and filling in if there were scenes that weren't showed or whatever?
Um, I could tell you he was drunk. I could tell you that. That much I can tell you. We was definitely drunk, and I don't know what made us come up with the decision to tell Laylene to quit. I don't know. All I can say is I'm gonna blame it on the alcohol. Or Becky had probably came up with some kind of reasoning behind it, and I said, okay. I said that makes sense to me, but you can tell a drunk person anything, they're gonna say, okay. You
Right.
know? But I do know, I remember that Laylene, she wasn't there for the money. She was there for love. I was like, well, that's the wrong show. This is when you're supposed to be there for the
Hmm.
money. So
Right.
it was like I never seen her. I never thought she would finish anyway, because she was looking for love, and I'm like, this is the love of money,
Hmm.
So it was like I don't know. We was drunk. That's what I'm gonna say. Because at this point, 100 years later, I don't even know why.
Okay. Well, it's still made for good TV. Speaking of another good TV situation, in one of the vault situations, you thought quick on your feet, it actually fainted. What made you come up with that to try to create a stalemate on picking the three checks to be in the box?
I came up with that because I was like, well, if I faint, the time's gonna run out, and if the time runs out, I can't go home.
So
I
you
didn't
literally
need.
fainted.
I was like, I'm gonna just fall the fuck out, Becky. Just follow my lead.
Okay. And she followed your lead all the way to the Needles Cave.
You know that's right. Yeah, so that's how we came up with that. It was like I felt like if I pass out, the time clock gonna stop. I mean, gonna run out, and then we can't be eliminated.
Right.
That's my whole thought. Mm.
Okay. That was a very good moment in reality TV. Um, Something else that happened kind of sort of in the beginning. you guys were really stern on trying to get Buddha eliminated. Why was he such a target for y'all to get out?
Buddha was a bully, and
Mm,
I'm gonna keep it a buck. Buddha was a bully, and the guys that were on set with him and the girls, right? The guys, he was gonna annihilate them all because they was too soft, right?
mm-hmm.
So if he could annihilate all the guys, he gonna he gonna be easy for him to get rid of the girls. And he had too much strength. It was like, get him the fuck out of here.
Okay.
We don't got a chance. He got too much strength. He a bully, and we got to get him out of here by any means necessary, so we could have a chance to for the $250,000. So basically, it was like, let's get rid of him. We could get the 250.
True. And you guys eventually got rid of him. Then once it got later on into the season, you wanted everyone to turn on Frank. What was the reasoning behind that when you guys were in an alliance kind of sort of from day one?
I don't remember, but whatever it was, I don't remember exactly what. I don't know if that's when was that when I started fucking with Kwame.
It was it? It was right after, I think. Because when he got voted in the box, I think he went home that episode too.
Frank was like getting on my nerves for some reason. I don't remember exactly what it was, but something about him was irritating. And then I started thinking too, because we got rid of Buddha, I remember this, he was the next strongest male.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, get rid of his ass too. Get rid of him. You know what I'm saying? Because if not, then he's going to overpower. Because all I'm thinking is get rid of all the strong ones.
True.
Get rid of the strong ones. Then that way they can't. Because I'm definitely not strong in them challenges. I know you see me falling around and flopping and trying to run and can't run. So I'm like, always get rid of the strongest ones. Because if they're going to keep having these challenges that deal with strength and running around and all this athleticism, get rid of them.
Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. Speaking of it, you guys kind of had a little romantic thing going on. Was that just a spur of the moment, or did you feel you had actual feelings for him?
It was a spur of the moment. It was like it was literally, I'm stuck on a deserted island. This is the only thing.
Okay.
It was literally that. Literally. So that was it.
Do you still keep in contact with him or Becky or anyone from I Love Money still?
It's funny. Kwame hit me the other day. I mean, he hit me the other day. Come out, he was in Los Angeles. I was like, dang nigga. I was like, I'm in Toronto. I was like, oh, no. But I was really in LA. Fuck, I should have said that. But anyway, but like Becky, yeah, I still keep in contact with Becky. Me and Becky are very good friends.
Okay. So what was your favorite challenge on I Love Money, and what was your least favorite?
Least favorite challenge, most favorite. I think the challenge. Well, any challenge I won would be my favorite, and I think I think I held on the longest on something. I think that was definitely my favorite. When I thought I was gonna get rid of Miami, yeah, that was definitely my favorite one. And then I would say my least favorite one would be I would say jumping on those beds. We had to jump on those beds. I was dying. I thought my chest was going to explode.
Yeah, I would have hated that one too.
Yeah, that was too much activity for me. So I say that was my least favorite.
True. Okay. So as far as with television, do you have any shows or any reality things you're working on or coming to futures past?
I do have some things that I'm working on, but I really can't speak on them because we still haven't inked the deal. But I'll be in a different position than usual. Even though y'all gonna see me, but it's gonna be a different position. I just say, don't say, I'm not gonna say nothing else till y'all see it. And then
Okay, yes. So
Yeah.
everyone stay tuned. We'll be seeing SAAPHRYI again on TV soon. But in the meantime, tell us where we can find you on Instagram.
You can find me on Instagram at SAAPHRYI. That's SAAPHYRI. Twitter, the same thing. Facebook, the same thing, but add a W. And you can get LipChap at lipchap.net or either go to the safaris.lipchap.com.
Okay, period. And I have one more question for you, and then I want to say something. So, my question first is: do you have any advice for anyone who wants to get into reality TV? Oh, actually, I had two questions. Any advice for anyone who wants to get into reality TV?
Okay, I would say my advice for anyone that wants to get in reality TV, just do it. First of all, just do it. If you say like what avenue should you take, it's so much more opportunities now with social media. So you pretty much could go on social media and find out the castings or find
Mm,
out when they're looking for someone. You know what I'm saying? And then another source is Actors Access. Go on
mm,
there. They have listings for like if you want to be an actor, reality, whatever. You know what I'm saying? What else? Shit. Go through your favorite reality stars followers and find out who they following and see if they somebody that's a producer on one of the shows that you might want to be in.
mm-hmm.
But I would say if you
That's a
want
good
to
line of advice.
do it. Just do it. You know what I'm saying? And have fun with it. But I noticed that like a lot of the shows now, I say if you're not a fighter, don't go on there.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you. How do you feel about today's era of reality TV?
I think it's like it's crazy. It's more like a boxing match, but because it's like they fight over anything. It's just basically they have to fight. Like they fighting for their lives. Like the color purple or something.
Okay.
And it's like with us, it was like basically you weren't supposed to fight. They would like tell you you can't fight or you getting kicked off the show. Now it's like you have to fight or else you just gonna get beat up and kicked off the show. And the
Okay.
strongest gonna survive. So times have changed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Period.
But I do miss the fact that a lot of times stuff. I mean, I like a good fight like everybody else, but I like the build up of the fight to know why they're fighting
Hmm.
instead of just the instant battle. So I think a lot what's missing to me is the fact that there's no real storyline behind it. It's just they fighting. You know
True.
what I'm saying? It's no humor in it. It's just like they fighting.
Right.
So yeah. I think it needs to be a little bit more build up to let them really fight. So you could be like, man, I can't wait to such and such whoop her ass. This bitch been talking shit
Hmm.
for so long.
Yeah. Now
No
people
build
just
up.
want just walking up and fighting. Cameras rolling, you fight.
Yeah, don't even ask no question. Did you breathe? Yeah, pink.
Okay, that's exactly how it's going.
Exactly, exactly. So I would say, if you want to do it, do it. And there's a lot of shows still that don't have to be like that. There's shows that don't have to be like that, but there's definitely shows that got to be like that. So, and,
Hmm.
you know. Or if you a fighter and you like to fight, like cause I'm keeping a buck. I bet you if it was like this back when we was doing it, back when we did Flavor of Love, 99% of those people wouldn't have about been on the show.
True.
They wouldn't have
Definitely
been on there.
so.
Uh-uh, not at all.
Definitely not.
Hmm.
Well, thank you so much, Miss Safari, and thank you so much for all that you have done for reality TV. You definitely help put a lot of what's going on now into the forefront and help make a blueprint and mold kind of sort of for some reality, the reality formula. So I definitely want to say thank you for that. And if you have anything else that you want to promote or have us keep watch for, this is definitely the time to do it now. I know you gave us
Okay.
your Instagram and things like that.
Okay, well, I definitely want you guys to go get the book, and also, in a couple months, I'm coming out with the second edition of "Don't Interrupt My Prayers Before God Directly Whip Your Ass," and I'll keep you
Yes.
posted on that. And also, what's really close to my heart too is I have a nonprofit called Development Foundation Inc. And it's for children and young adults that have special needs. So if you guys want to donate, please feel free to donate. Little to small. You can find this at developmentfoundationinc.org. You can find out
Okay.
all the information. What else do I got? Okay, I said lip chap. I said the book. I said the foundation. I can't talk about the show stuff. Um, I can't really talk about the film either. But just
Oh, a film. Okay.
just go do some research on Dunbar Heist.
Okay.
Part of that project.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you guys heard it here. Stay tuned. Safari is just cooking. She started years ago and she ain't stopped. So just keep watching to see what she doing next.
No, that's right. Ain't no stopping. We just getting started.
Okay, period.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. Thank you again and hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye. Well, you guys, there you have it. Miss Safari, one of the OGs of reality TV, came and gave us some tea, some knowledge, and some things to look out for. So, you guys know, make sure you like, subscribe, share, leave your comments down below, and stay tuned till next time.